Chinese market highlighted in this year's CGTN Business Outlook survey conducted on the CRE. Joining us is Mr. Liu Zhiqin, Senior Research Fellow at the Chongyang Institute of Finance of Renmin University of China. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Liu. Our survey shows that the market potential in China is one of the main reasons that attract global companies. How important is the Chinese market for the business world?
We should say that China's role in the global market is so important that no country and no market power can ignore the existence of the Chinese market because of the three reasons. One is the reason is the market size, because the Chinese market size is within 1.4 billion people. That also the purchase power is unlimited. That nobody can really ignore or underestimate of this situation. And the second is the market demand is also huge. It's unlimited. And all the companies, especially those world global famous companies, they are very eager to have a share in Chinese market because the demand is so huge, is so great. And the third is that another one is that the possibility for innovation in China is so because the innovation is one of the major powers to drive the economic development. And all these the 3 points that China has already occupied, all these three strong points. So that's what we say that why this importance of China's market is so important to the global development, especially to the economic recovery at this special moment.
Right. Fortune 500 companies are also positive in this survey about doing business in China. Why do you think multinationals, you just mentioned, cannot miss out on the Chinese market?
Yes, right. Nobody can miss out the Chinese market because of one simple principle. We say that the market is limited, but opportunity is unlimited. This is what we describe the Chinese market. We see that the market is so huge, but it is great, and the opportunities are unlimited. That many companies can find their own here and occupy the shares of their business in Chinese market. So this is a very important factor that attracts multiple national companies in China, and especially for those that innovative companies, they are willing that today in China to have a standpoint to further develop their economy, especially for those smarter technology and the high technology companies. They find that the so great potentiality of this Chinese market is so huge, it's unlimited. So that's why the multi-international companies are so eager and very keen. They are trying their best to get the best position in China in order to get the best. The future of global market.
Yeah, Mr. Liu, you mentioned high-end production is very popular among those foreign investors in China. Some other sectors also popular, including trade, construction materials, fashion, agriculture, and advertising. Why so?
Well, we can see all these points that you mentioned, they are really a very potential situation in China. We see that China has a huge demand for the real estate. The housing building construction is still underway, and the construction materials are mostly and urgently needed, not only for the infrastructure for domestic market, but as we know that we're dual circulation. Domestic market is good enough for the foreign companies, and nowadays we have even the global market, the dual circulation, the global market in the Belt and Road Initiative countries. So we have a lot of demand for construction materials to support the key projects. And otherwise, China is also very rich in the developing agriculture. The agriculture sector will need a lot of investment to further develop food security for long-term grain production, and also for fashion. We know that China's young generation, even younger, the second younger generation, they are so keen to have a professional life, professional activities of doing business. So all these fields that are really, they have great potentiality and also innovation and also inclusiveness to attract the foreign investors. That's why China is the best destination for all industry investors and all other investors in different fields, not only what we have mentioned here.
Thank you so much for insights. That's Liu Zhiqin for us from Renmin University. The port city of Dalian in northeast China has switched on a new energy storage system which starts to operate recently. It's the world's largest of its kind and will help Dalian deal with the spikes in energy demand. Yu Li has the details.
The Dalian flow battery peak load shifting power station can store a maximum of 400,000 kilowatt-hours of electricity, enough to meet the daily needs of about 200,000 people. The director of the project calls it a power bank.
I always say it's like building a power bank. Store when demand is low and release when supply is low. It's used as a buffer for the grid.
Flow batteries are a new type of battery technology that operates by using safer and more sustainable materials. They have a long service life, can be recharged more than 15,000 times.